welcome back to the vlog and welcome to 2025. This year is going to be such a great year. I can feel it in my bones. My husband and I were up last night planning a potential trip upcoming in February. Details to come. And we had a great New Year's Eve and New Year's Day celebration. We went to a friend's house on New Year's Eve and they were throwing a big Midnight in Paris themed party, complete with a charcuterie board and the Christmas tree decked out to look like the Eiffel Tower, a beautiful menu of French themed cocktails. It was so fun, and I will insert one little snip here that we took. A lovely evening was had by all, and then we spent yesterday, New Year's Day, just kind of recovering. We didn't go crazy, but we just needed one last day to decompress after the holidays before we both went back to work today. So here we are, and I just got a package from Athletic Greens. If you watched my previous vlog, you'll know that the two supplements I was starting this year are Nutrafol, which I already took this morning, and Athletic Greens, which arrived about an hour ago. So before unboxing, I thought I would wait so that I could show you what it's like. I do love when brands put together the whole package for you. So we have a little booklet I will dive into later. And then I think, is this a sticker? I think so. Very cute. And then this lifts up, and there we have the greens. First, and perhaps most exciting, is the canister. I am actually really looking forward to having this because the greens that I was previously using did not come with a canister, and I didn't have anything that would fully seal in my kitchen. So the greens I had don't fully close, and so they just sit in my kitchen cupboard like this. And I don't know what I did wrong, but the seal also doesn't fully snap shut. So as small of a thing as it is to have a new canister, I'm excited about it. And then I have the greens, of course, full of 75 different vitamins, minerals, other good stuff for you. And it's certified NSF for sport, which means that it's tested for all kinds of WADA-banned substances, heavy metals, the nasty stuff that you don't want in something you're taking daily. They even give you the little scoop for with your canister. They really did a beautiful job putting this together, I will say. Then you have the bottle, the nice clear branded AG1 bottle. And finally, there were a few gifts that I got as kind of an added bonus, and I think right now they have some other New Year, New You type of gifts going on. But I had a individual packet, like on the go type serving sizes. There's 5 in here. Easy to throw in when I'm traveling. I usually end up putting greens in a Ziploc bag, and I'd rather not do that if I can just use these. And then also I had a code from Dr. Andrew Huberman following the podcast Huberman Labs, and I don't have a code, again, not sponsored, but I used his code and it got a free supply of the D3 and K2. I think this is a liquid drop. Let's see. D3 and K2 are great for cardiovascular health, for bone and joint support, because K2 actually helps D3 and calcium move out of the arteries and into the bones, fun fact, and it is a little dropper. I think this is just a 1 drop a day kind of thing. I actually wonder, are you supposed to put this in the greens? There was a small card in the canister, and it says, "Your fridge's new friend. The best thing you can do for your monthly AG1 refill is to store it in your new canister as soon as it arrives. Because it contains live probiotics and whole food sourced ingredients, it must be refrigerated after opening." All right, then this is not a shelf green. This is a fridge green, which is fine. I'm gonna guess that I probably should have put these in the fridge as well because this also has probiotics in it. Read, Samantha, read your products before you start using them. Speaking of probiotics though, I don't know that I'm sold on this kombucha. It's the winter edition from GT Synergy, and usually I like their different festive, like limited release type kombuchas. This one, it's really floral. It is very floral. The flavor profile is blood orange, hibiscus, and rose. And I thought, because it's listed first, I did think that the blood orange would be the most prominent flavor. That is not true. The rose and hibiscus are very strong, but I'm gonna drink it because we are trying to cut back on like sugary drinks and alcohol and things like that, and kombucha is a great alternative. I don't know about this one. Right, I need to clean up this mess now that there is athletic green stuff all over my counter. And then I actually have a few errands to run this afternoon. I have to drop something off at the post office that is going to be a very, very late Christmas card and Christmas gift sent off to one of my friends. And then I also want to take flowers to the gal who does my manicures, because I meant to take them to her before the holiday, and then being in Pennsylvania, the idea just kind of got away from me. So I figure it'll be New Year's flowers instead of Christmas flowers. Also, never mind this greasy, gross hair going on. I'm trying so hard not to wash my hair every day. I mentioned in my glow up vlog that I had a non-permanent color put in. She told me that she would not do a permanent color until I went a certain amount of time with the semi-permanent color, but it's fading so fast. So I'm trying to stretch my days out between washing my hair. But as someone who goes to the gym almost every day, it just feels gross. And the dry shampoo that I thought was working doesn't really work that well. And I'm just kind of at a loss. So if you go 2, 3, 4 or beyond days, first, you're insane. But second, what do you do? Because I need to know. I've just finished up at the gym, got a workout in, but in evaluating everything that I had to do this evening, the most logical way to do it all was UPS first, then the gym, then Costco, where I'm going to get the flowers for my manicurist. But that poses the problem now that I am sweaty and gross, and I have to go into Costco, and I hate doing that, and it happens far too often. And then I have to go to the nail salon, also sweaty and gross, around people who are beautifying themselves, and it just doesn't do wonders for your self-esteem, just trying to get stuff done. On a side note though, I did want to bring up that the gym has not been as crowded yesterday and today as it has been in previous years, and I don't know if the resolutioners are still on vacation or if it's the turn to the GLP-1 medications now that has everyone not making the same resolution to go to the gym more often. I don't know. If you told yourself you were going to get to the gym or do something fitness-wise or lose weight or whatever it is this year, are you going to the gym for that, or are you finding supplements and medications and that to do it for you? Because I'm legitimately curious. No judgment either way. Just the gym is oddly empty for the first 2 days of January. I don't know if I can stall much longer. I really need to get into Costco and get these flowers and then get gas. So now I'm going to be a sweaty mess and also smell like gas for the nail salon. Successful Costco run and gas stop, and I found the most beautiful bouquet of flowers for my nail tech because she does such a good job every time she does my nails, and I just felt like she needed a little New Year's bouquet. Honestly, since our wedding, I will always go to Costco for flowers. They have the most beautiful arrangements. Oh, I want to keep these for myself. Good morning. Hello. What are you doing? I actually do like the taste of it. My husband and I stayed up far too late last night because we decided that rather than take a fully fledged honeymoon, we're gonna take a smaller trip first, just because we both need a vacation after all the craziness of the holidays, and then we're both pretty busy at work. So we're gonna take a small trip to Hawaii, fully booked with all of the points that we have, and then we got several Southwest gift cards for our wedding as well. So we are essentially paying nothing for a trip to Hawaii, and then I think later in the year we're going to go to Iceland, per my request, because I think Reykjavik would be amazing. If you've never read Eliza Reid's Secrets of the Spare Car, I would highly recommend it. Then it will make you want to go to Iceland too. But we stayed up way too late doing that because planning a trip is so exciting. I'm very impressed. Athletic greens, I like the flavor. And now the day can begin. I do want to show you my pajamas though, because these are a new fit from Tala. And they have the pants and they have these little like cropped tank top as well. And they have several different colors, but I thought the little croissants were just so cute. And then I got the blue for the pants, but I have a mix and match between these and these in pants, the blue top, the shorts that go with the little croissant top. So if you're a Tala fan, you should head over to their website. I will link these two below, but they have so many cute options in their recently released pajama collection. So be sure to check that out. I really hope that they come to the United States because international shipping takes a long time. Mind you, it doesn't take as long as supplements shipping from the UK, but still, it's an extra few days, and if you want it expedited, it's even more expensive. And as I follow Grace Beverly on YouTube, she mentioned that she's coming to the States for like 3 months or something this year, so I'm really hoping that that means Tala is also coming to the United States, maybe launching in a store here or something. I need to make some breakfast, put my face on, and get working. I have a few meetings to set today. This is a very odd week if you're a corporate person because most everyone is coming back Monday the 6th. So these couple of days where I didn't take off, but no one else is really working, it's a little bit tricky to navigate. So I'm doing quite a bit of back-end research and just sending emails out that hopefully they'll circle back with me on Monday, and just adding a lot of connections on LinkedIn that I want to start conversations with. So if you are in the corporate world and you are working between New Year's and the coming Monday, I sympathize. I sympathize with you. I have been sitting in this desk for the last 4 hours. So I'm getting ready to head out because I think the tailor should be open now. The other day I tried to take some pants that I got at Mango because they are far too long for my very short build, and I need to drop those off, and there was a sign on the door the other day that they were gone on a family holiday for the holiday week. So hopefully they are open today. And then I'm also going to swing through a little spot that I've actually never been before. It's called Cafe Rocca, and it's a Mediterranean spot in town. And I guess the chef makes really good food. Sandy has talked about them before, and I don't know why we've never gone. So I'm going to stop there for lunch, even though it's like 3:15 at this point. I'm just too lazy to make lunch at home, and I want to do something fun because it's Friday. So I'm going to drop the pants off, grab some lunch, and then we'll see what we get up to tonight. I could probably get away with these with heels, but they're just far too long. I'm home already. A short 30 minutes later, because I realized as soon as I left the house and was like out of range of just turning around to come home that I forgot to switch my laundry over from the washer, it was done, to the dryer, and I didn't want it to start to smell. And two, I walked into Cafe Rocca, and without having looked it up beforehand, I didn't know that the menu extended beyond what they had on the wall behind the register. So in a panic of I feel like I'm on the spot because this place is so small, I just got a hummus bowl. And then I had to bring it home because of the laundry situation. So I'll try again next time, knowing that there is a much larger menu beyond the hummus bowls and wraps that were on the wall behind the register. But it smells really good. Ooh. Okay, these are my absolute favorite. But they also give me pita bread. Oh, baby. Oh, yes. Good morning. It is Saturday now, and we are on our way to meet a friend for brunch at one of our favorite little wine bars in town, Rosie. They have just started doing brunch. I think this might actually be the first week that they're doing it. So hopefully it's as good as all their other food. I'm sure it will be. And then just running some errands. Kind of a dull weekend, but at least it starts with brunch. Done with our Costco haul. And I'm not going to show you everything we got, but Spindrift is one thing we are starting to drink a bit more of because it's one of the sparkling waters with fewer chemicals and bad things. I don't know, I feel like every website says something different, but this one had the best ratings, so we're gonna give it a try.
I love it. Like these sleeves and
The sleeves are dynamite.
yeah. But this part, usually I like high tops like this, but it does.
Massive movement away from traditional wedding. Ethereal.
It's very ethereal.
The low. Okay. Tell me what you love about it.
Hello.
This dress is magical. It looks like we were transported to Narnia.
We're back home, getting things organized, and this weekend I'm trying to get the house in order. I don't know that all of the Christmas decorations will come down, but at least the closets will be clean, the house will be mostly clean, and everything will restart on Monday because it's January 6th, and I feel like that's when work picks up again, everything kind of picks up again. I've just gone through and pulled a bunch of clothes that I never wear from my closet, different dresses, some things in the kitchen that we don't really use anymore. Then my husband had a few things as well. Still undecided about this pile, but I think everything else can be taken to Goodwill in the next couple of days and make plenty of new room in the closet. Not that I'm planning on buying a bunch of new clothes, it's just that our closet as it stands is very small and very cramped, and we are both already overflowing into the closets in our guest rooms, so it'll be nice to actually be able to walk in, to look at everything, and not feel like we're so cramped. After a very thorough closet clean out by both of us, we have 2 giant bags. I know plastics are terrible, but we have given enough of our nice duffel bags to Goodwill, and then we'll start a little box for the housewares. Good morning. It is Monday now, the 6th, and we are just getting back to work. It's about 10 o'clock, and I have been up doing emails, getting things back on track for the new year. Thursday, it was my first day back to work following the new year, and no one else really came back to work until this morning. So I have been working my way out of the onslaught of emails that were in my inbox this morning, and here we are. This weekend was a very low-key, very relaxing weekend. I did not vlog at all because everything we were doing was kind of boring, to be honest with you. We took our Christmas decorations down, which was very sad. We did a lot of reading, catching up on sleep, all of that kind of stuff. And there's gonna be more exciting things happening this week. Trying new recipes and all of that. So I'll be filming a bit more of that kind of stuff. But I thought I would just do a little bit of a get ready with me today, as it is Monday and we are back at it. I was watching a new podcast that Grace Beverly put out yesterday. It was all about manifesting for 2025 and what that actually means instead of just wishful thinking. Because I think, and I don't know if it was The Secret or whatever that documentary was a couple of years ago that came out, and it was all about if you envision yourself in the car with your hand on the steering wheel, all of that, you will have that car at some, and it's like that's a little woo-woo for me. And usually when it comes to manifesting, I'm a believer to an extent. I do think there's something to be said for manifesting in terms of like getting your mindset into what that future you looks like, what that future you is doing on a daily basis, and actually start believing that, start doing those things, and you will eventually get there. And that I believe in. I do think there's something to be said for limiting beliefs. If you think, this is all there is for me right now, this is all I'm capable of, I don't think you'll ever be in a position that you can put yourself into the shoes of you in the future. And so I like to hear about those kind of things. I like to listen to those kinds of podcasts because they motivate me to start having a little bit more unrealistic goals for myself, a little bit more open ideas and bigger picture things of what I'm capable of. And I don't know, when you're entering the new year, it's kind of an exciting time to be visualizing all of that, whether you're usually into manifestation or not. We woke up this morning and there was actually snow on the ground, which is not very common for Middle Tennessee. Apparently the Midwest has been getting it very badly the last few days though, so I consider myself lucky that the most we have is a fine dusting. I don't know how long it'll stay, but it is kind of exciting. Oh my goodness, there is a very thin sheet of ice on our pool. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of floating in the center. Right, it is 2:30 and I just had my one and only meeting of the day on a Monday. I don't know why or what I was thinking, but I just came down to make lunch, a very late lunch, and I wanted to comment on something that my husband and I have recently kind of dove into, and that is the Blue Zone's kitchen. We got into this because we watched I think it was on Netflix, the different docuseries that they had on Blue Zones, and I'm fascinated by what helps people live longer, but not just longer, but fuller, more energetic lives. And looking through the cookbook, it's great. It goes through different countries and then the recipes in those Blue Zones that people typically make. And we noticed that there is very little dairy, there's very little meat or fish for that matter, and it's just something curious that we kind of want to try, we want to incorporate more of into our own diet. I'm going to make lunch and I'm going to skip the chicken today and I'm going to do beans as my protein. I'm really not that big of a fan of beans, to be honest, but they did research in all the different regions that are Blue Zones and found out that beans are actually the main source of protein in most cases. They're like, people here eat 4 times more beans than people anywhere else in the world. So whether it really is that it's purely the diet keeping these people alive to 100 plus, or if it's just the fact that it's a beautiful place to live with small communities and you can walk everywhere, so therefore the quality of life is better than in most other places, it's worth a try. I've just got the very exciting lunch going on of squash and zucchini with beans and some spices, and over here I am cooking my quinoa, and we're gonna go without feta cheese, maybe throw a little hummus or avocado in there, and that's it. I understand you wanting to live a long and healthy life. However, what life is it without feta cheese? Because we can't just have an already kind of abnormal lunch, I'm also going to add in some of this wild brine kimchi. I had also bought their beet kraut, which was really good, but this is just, oh, it's so nice and spicy. And we also made some homemade hummus, but this hummus actually tastes pretty good. We put lemon juice, olive oil, a bunch of different spices, liquid smoke, lots of good stuff in there. And there we have our beautiful, healthy, Blue Zone inspired lunch. It is the next day now, and I'm just getting ready to head out to do some errands because I have to pick up my pants from the tailor. Then I have to go to the local little post office branch we have to print off some documents for my name change with different accounts that I'm doing, and we don't have a printer at home, which is super inconvenient. The whole name change process in general has proven to be incredibly inconvenient, not taking into account all of the time I have wasted on the phone. But enough of that. I need to get going because then I'm going to go to the gym at the end. I might treat myself to a warm beverage like a Starbucks after the gym because it's already 2:15 and I haven't even left the house yet today. It's been crazy at work. It is crazy with the name change. The cats have been acting atrociously lately, and I'm just in one of those moods that requires a workout. So off we go. It is the coldest, most depressing weather outside, but I've had a very productive running around afternoon. Got my pants from the tailor, got what I needed printed at the local post office, ran to the gym, had a pretty solid cardio and upper body day, and I just finished up at Sprouts. I needed 2 things, and I walked out with 2 armfuls full of bags, as it tends to go. But I wanted to show you a new Synergy kombucha that I got because the Pure Love seasonal one just was not doing it for me. So I picked up the blood orange one. I don't actually know if this is new or not. This might just be one I haven't seen before. That's solid. I really like that one. Oh, Synergy, you're redeemed. Right. It's almost 5 o'clock, and it feels like it's 8 o'clock outside right now. I am excited for this upcoming week though, because I am starting a new fitness challenge. I'm doing the Shreddy 70, which comes from the UK brand Shreddy, which I've talked about before. I used to use their greens. They also have an app that has different workouts and recipes and all that in it. And I was a little bit leery about signing up for a workout app because I am someone who is kind of independent in the gym and really just likes to do what I want to do. I don't usually go to classes because of that. And I just feel like lately I've been in such a rut with always doing either the Stairmaster or the elliptical for 35 minutes, and then I go and do the same either arms or leg workout, and then I always end with the same ab workout, and it's great, and I've obviously had results from it, but I'm so sick of it that I'm worried I'm going to burn myself out. So I downloaded the app. They were having a sale that was like $4.99 a month, and if you signed up for the annual membership, you got a free something. I haven't gone on their website to see what is free yet, but it seems like a pretty self-explanatory app. If you use Shreddy, let me know if you like it, how you use it. I'm waiting to really dive into it until this challenge starts either Sunday or Monday. I've never done Shreddy 70. I've never done any of the Shreddy challenges, but it looks like there's several different like workouts that you can pick from depending on what you want to work that day. Apparently there's a way to pick if you're doing a home workout or a gym workout. So I'm excited. I'm excited to switch things up, to try to pull myself out of my workout rut, because I do love working out. The gym is kind of my escape from the chaos that is life. Enough dilly-dallying. I need to get home. I need to shower. I need to get into some comfy clothes because it is 25 degrees outside, which is still striking me as just insane for Middle Tennessee. I don't like it. I don't like it. You missed the morning where I've been chained to my desk when I was actually in my professional attire, because this morning was not a great day at work. I started out with an email at midnight from my boss saying something's wrong because your email is giving me a kickback. And as it turns out, in updating your last name and all of these horrible documents and banking and retirement and all of these things, when you update it at work, there is the occasion that they will change your email address and deactivate your old one without forwarding it. So that was my first 2 hours of my day, was trying to figure out how I fixed my email. And then I had a very large meeting with a very important customer later in the morning, so it was a little bit stressful. I, however, have just changed into my gym clothes. It is 4 o'clock or shortly after, and I am powering through the last of the emails because I did reach out to every single one of my customers, letting them know of the email change, and it's been a lot of replies since then. So I'm getting through the rest of that, and then I'm gonna head to the gym. But first, I have been snacking all afternoon on this ghee-lish organic popcorn, and there's actually no seed oil at all in this, and I thought I would just share because this is fascinating to me. I found this at Sprouts. It is just organic popcorn, organic ghee, sea salt, and organic black pepper. It's fantastic. So if you are non-vegan, because ghee is technically a dairy product, I would recommend this amazing popcorn as a snack. I really have no idea how long this vlog is already. I feel like it's kind of a very all over the place random vlog, but that is the first week of 2025, and I'm very happy that I got to share it with you. So I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. If you have, please give it a like. Be sure to subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what you're doing for you in the new year, because I feel like this has been a very sort of health and routine and all of that sort of vlog, and I'm going to do more of a focus in next week's, which you'll see. I'm starting the Shreddy challenge, like I said, continuing with supplements, all of that. But let me know in the comments what you're doing, and it'll be great to just see what everyone is doing to kind of charge their 2025 and get it off on the right foot. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.